little while. I've been away from YouTube, but I'm back. And what I got going now is a whole variety of stuff that I'm going to be airbrushing on. And I'm going to give a lot of this stuff away as gifts. Not everything, but a lot. There's some that are customers. But we got bowling pins, we got 3D panels, we got 3D guitars, tank blanks. We got a whole variety of stuff here. So I want you guys to subscribe, share, and like. And the reason I ask you that is the only way you're going to win any of this stuff behind me and as a gift is by subscribing. We're going to randomly pick subscribers throughout my videos, and we're going to give you a call or write you and get your address and actually send you panels. For example, panel just like this one right here. This is one I did in the video. Someone's going to have this at their house or in their shop. But anyway, subscribe. It's the only way you guys are going to win. Otherwise, I have no idea who you are and you don't have a chance. And I'm going to be doing a lot of videos for beginners, really aimed for beginners. Simplify how everything's done, break it down for you, get that learning curve cut in half. Let's go. Hold on, I forgot. Wait a second. Along the way, if you guys make a mistake, I got a big eraser for big mistakes. We're going to start off with the green. That right there, that's the color I'm going to use. This is a black background. And what I'll do is I'm going to blur out the back in here first, and then we'll come lighter in the front. Before I start, ventilation and mask. I'm just going to spray a little bit, and then I'm going to turn it off, turn on my air fan. Now we're going to use a little bit lighter color. I'm just moving it all around. I'm just kind of blotching it in right now. Now I'll use even a lighter color. And again, we're just blotching it in. I'm going to go over the darker stuff a little bit and then go back over with the darker. But I don't want it black, I want it green. If you're using urethanes like what I'm doing, a generic glass cleaner works awesome. You just lightly spray it on. See, I'm not going all over the whole thing, just kind of hitting the edges. Let that dry and wipe it off. Now I'm going to use a product called Liquid Max. I'll show you what this does. You use different brushes too. What this does with Liquid Mask is actually on the surface, and my paint won't stick to where the liquid mask is. Now we'll take our colors and spray it back through it. I'm using this color again. Spraying right on it and letting the overspray go around it. Then you just wipe it off with water. Now I'll show you another technique. I've taken poster boards you can buy down at a dollar store and just cut out random designs and hold it up off the surface. I'm putting my fingers under and holding it off the surface because we still want it blurred. You can use stencils. These are all different ways I've showed you. If you don't really have any airbrush ability yet or skills, you can also freehand. Freehand's a little bit more challenging than using a stencil, but you can freehand a little bit too. Oops, started without you. I'm still using the liquid mask. I'm going back in, kind of blotching it in, make it look like leaves and branches. Then we'll take our color again and go over it. And then we use our lighter color. I'm just blotching it in here and there. Looks like I'm covering everything, but you gotta remember the liquid mask is all over in there too. Now we got our lighter color, we'll go back in and blotch it in. Make sure it's all wiped off and dried. As you can see, right here, this is what I just blotched in with the paint mask. I'm going to use a stencil and blotch it in a little bit more on the bottom. Mixed up one more color. I took the combination of these three and added a little bit of black and white to it. I'm going to go around some of the edges. Now we're going to start creating the background trees. So what I've done is I've taken white, black, and a little bit of yellow with a little bit of red and green to make this color. It's like a light gray. And I'm not going to spray these solid. I'm going to spray them lightly. This is how big my center one's going to be, so I'm just using that to block off where I'm going to do my main tree. Now I've made up a brownish mixture. Add a little bit of this green to it. I'll go around some of the edges, creating some moss and different things on the trees. A little bit of white. Now we'll add some moss green. That color right there. Alright, we're going to create some foliage around the bottoms of the trees to make them look like they're actually not just setting up in space. Now we're going to take this color, just do a little bit of brush work. Now we use a fan brush. Now we're using this color. Now I'll switch over to white. Do some tree branches. We'll go from the back ones first. Now we're going to take this mixture and add basically some leaves over top of the trees themselves. And you can actually freehand them if you want. This is a black. You just go back in and add some branches here and there. This is really over reduced, so it's almost transparent. Now we're using the lime green, really bright. We're just going to highlight a couple areas here and there. Make it look like the sun's shining through. Now we'll do the same technique down on the bottom. Just on the top edges. Got our main one now. This is the center one that'll actually have the heart and the E and T in it. So I'll spray it all. Gray sprayed on there. And now just going down the edges with black. This over reduced black. Kind of letting it fade in and out. Now we're going to add a little bit of gray here and there. Got my reference photo off to the side. Use some of the bigger patterns. Holding it up off the surface. Some of it I want tight, some of it I want off the surface. Now I got my white mixture, and I noticed that alder's got a lot of lines back and forth across it. We'll shadow these to make them look like they're rolled too. Using the same brown mixture, I'm going to go over where the black is, where I shadowed it. Give it a little bit of a brown cast. Cut this mixture right here. So leaving the brown in the background, just kind of going around it. I just took the moss green look that we had and I added a little bit of brown, created this color. It's this color right here. Using a little bit of black right now. One last touch. I'm all finished up with it. Hope my wife likes it. I think she will. We got married up on Cape Perpetua, and we got married in a storm, so we always said if we could weather the storm, we'd make it. I think we're going to make it. But showed you blurred backgrounds and a little extra stuff here and there. But hope you guys enjoyed this, and be sure to subscribe.